Jesus Christ!
Calm down, bitch. Just a day.
Fuck you, Quinn. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Brett!
Drop the ball, you shit. Shut the fuck up, fucking Brett.
Shut up, you English whore! Nobody likes you!
I was young when I first started playing Halo, maybe 6 or 7, but if one thing hasn't changed for me between now and then, it's a little saying my cousin and I came up with around that time. What's the point of doing anything if you don't look good doing it? This used to be our philosophy regarding the age-old conundrum of whether or not to throw a match for a chance to do something really fucking cool. 343 read that logic through the lens of Microsoft and realized they could capitalize on the most basic human desire.
Ballin'. But at what cost?
Yeah, probably about $20 by the way things are looking. Halo Infinite has been suffering from the plague that is greedy microtransactions. Every single item in the store is overpriced. All of it. Halo Reach came out at $60 bundled with countless, almost limitless armor combination possibilities, and it was beautiful. Everything was unlocked by a performance-based progression system. You could choose to not buy some gear and save your points for what you actually like. Truly ahead of its time. What can you get in Halo Infinite for $60? Maybe 1 or 2 sets of armor, some stickers, the color blue if you're lucky. Oh, and that's gonna be core locked, by the way. Why is there barely any unlockable armor? Because why create something as awesome as exclusive armor locked behind a difficult challenge when you can just sell it for 20 bucks? That said, the Tenrai event is a step in the right direction. Speaking of exclusive armor, 343, you're still not forgiven for making challenge locks like Hayabusa and Recon Default and Halo 3 MCC. What the fuck kind of decision making was? As it turns out, enough people buy things from the store that it's more profitable for 343 to keep the store as it is than to make any changes for us. And according to some stats gathered by Ascend Hyperion, enough people are buying it, so it's not gonna change anytime soon. Listen, I understand they have to make money somehow, but no one asked them to make a free-to-play game. And I feel like 𝐝𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐽𝐩𝐽𝐬𝐬𝐽 Bob's post on r/Halo said it really well. In a post meant to provide some answers to the Halo community, 343 Industries Halo Community Director Brian Gerard, aka Sketch, defended the store pricing by saying, quote, "But this is a business. The servers you play on cost money." To which Billy Bob Joe Bob elegantly, I can't believe I'm bringing in Billy Bob Joe Bob here like some kind of news anchor. This is what the metaverse is gonna be like. I hope you're ready for that. The commentary from the 6 o'clock news in 2077 on the high-speed chase between cyber police and DJ_Bustinut. But this is a business. The servers you play on cost money. To which Billy Bob Joe Bob elegantly responded, 100% agree here, Sketch, but just because I need to pay my bills to keep the lights on for my bakery doesn't mean I get to price my bread at $100 without some negative feedback about the ridiculous pricing. And I guess I'm just confused, because I just came from putting 1,200 hours into Apex Legends, and I don't get how Respawn can keep their lights on with tons of free skins you can unlock per character with crafting materials that you get just by playing the game, giving you free items with almost every level up, and give you a generous amount of in-game currency for free. Most of it comes from the Battle Pass, so not really free, but you get what I mean. They don't have to resort to this type of pricing system to just scrape by. The same goes for Call of Duty and Fortnite. So what makes Infinite's multiplayer so different? We're about 2 for 9 so far on the checklist of what Halo released with over a decade ago when there was only a third of the time to make it happen and about a fifth of the budget. And that's just what's easily writable on paper. I'm not gonna touch on the abysmal max sensitivity on controller, the non-existent explosion physics, or the way sniper no-scope mechanics work. But hey, at least we can fling our Spartan 3 kilometers through the sky easily with new grapple physics. Leave it to Mint Blitz to always find the best in the Halo title. My god, just look at this man go. He's like a majestic eagle. And I will shoot him down someday. All in all, these are quite a few issues a returning Halo fan might immediately see in the game. But rest assured, gamer, 343 thought long and hard about what you want from the game. But then they thought about all the profits of paid armor colors and core locking different armor sets. As long as I can remember, there's always been one part of video gaming I enjoyed more than any other.
Rangers lead the way.
Slayer.
We're here for a reason.
Slayer.
Alright, let's get it on.
ほどにも効かんわい。
お前はもう死んでいる。Ready for launch.
I will kill anyone, anywhere. Children, animals, old people, doesn't matter. I just love killing.
Now, more specifically and seriously, I've always enjoyed outperforming the competition. My whole life, I've always really enjoyed learning every in and out to my current game of interest to play better than my opponents. That honing of consistent skill is always so much more fun to see appear than just eliminating someone with a clean snipe. Now, you might not be surprised to hear that because of this, I've played a lot of Halo Infinite searching for the next edge to get over others. But you probably would be surprised to hear that, shockingly, I don't have too much bad to say about the multiplayer. The gunplay and gameplay loops are pretty solid on their own. Most equipment is really fun to use and offers new possibilities to the upper limits of the sandbox. But if I were to name a few things wrong with the multiplayer, the progression system is barely existent, and the fact that all the XP is earned through finite challenges that eventually dwindle to 50 XP per game played. Barely any color combos are free due to the ridiculous item shop, and we somehow even lost emblems? Plus, the color combos that are free are kind of ass tier. Armor unlocks are strictly linear. Hit registration is completely horrid.
Are you fucking kidding me?
People are quitting because of how often the game crashes or how inconsistent the frames are, or because of the lack of server region selection.
Right, looking to see exactly what might happen with the observer there. We'll go ahead and find out exactly. It looks like
we need red reticles back in our games. Why is there no anti-cheat? Even MCC had this. There's unfortunately no pre-game lobbies, rolling lobbies, or match voting. The Hydra, Pulse Carbine, and Ravager are so near useless. I'd say the Hydra and Ravager aren't even worth picking up. Explosion physics were just up and removed from the game. Most game modes / playlists aren't even available, including Big Team Battle, by the way. There's very limited map variety. Dynamo grenades are OP, taking the Halo 3 power drain, making it more common as a grenade, and allowing it to kill people. The matchmaking system is downright broken, especially in ranked. And did I mention there's barely any playlists or game modes to play? There's also no Forge mode for fun custom games. And lastly, in my opinion, the most pertinent to the conversation, aiming on controller feels way off. This game badly needs to input the settings from MCC right into Infinite. It has been a pain adapting my muscle memory to this game's jank aiming systems, and it's even more awkward when I want to go back and play the classics and my aiming suddenly, works again. The list goes on and on and on, and wow, that's a lot of disappointment. Some people might say to just give it time, or not to be so hard on 343, but it took them 5 years to get the MCC to a playable state. If we don't voice serious concerns, then this game won't be in the state it should have been released in for another 5 years.
Fuck this shit!
Keep in mind, this entire time, 343 has not launched a single full Halo game in the entire 10.5 years they've had the IP. Every time, they've had to continue to add band-aid patches for content that should have been there at launch. I think it's fair to say that 343 has an extremely rocky track record with the Halo community as far as what they've delivered on promises. And they aren't doing themselves any favors to remedy the problem in Infinite.
Millions of customization combinations.
If they continue to drip feed content like this over the upcoming months, then the player base will continue to thin out, with many players never coming back. But, I think we all understand what the most important thing is when it comes to multiplayer games, and that's the post-game scoreboard, where you get to behold your name as it shines atop its perch, where it reigns above all others. Just kidding. It's one step behind that. The most important question when it comes to gaming. And it's about whether you're having fun or not. So, do I have fun playing Halo Infinite?
It's not about winning, it's about fun.
What's that?
Fun is when you... Fun is... It's like... It's kinda... Sorta like it. But it's fun. Like...
Do I have fun playing Halo Infinite? Do I enjoy it? Well, I'd have to answer with a resounding yes. But... Because, firstly, I think I have a bit of an unhealthy relationship with big companies hiking up a stuffed zombified corpse of my favorite childhood games and trying to use their leftover orifices as a vacuum to suck out the innards of my wallet. So, I'm a bit biased. Maybe most would be, though, considering that kind of describes most of the gaming industry right now. But ultimately, I do think the game itself is fun to discover and get into the swing of things with, but it's lacking so many fundamental features for a Halo game that I don't know if it's really enjoyable to play as a main long-term or not. And I don't feel like I'm that hard to please. I still love playing the MCC, and that would be my main game if it had a larger population than Halo Infinite. Which, hey, it shouldn't take that long, am I right? Right now, quick queue times are the only thing keeping me in Infinite, and that won't be enough to keep me there for long. Especially when I can just make videos like this to complain about it instead. So, should you give it a try? If you're in any way a fan of Halo, then I would say absolutely. The campaign was incredibly fun, but has zero replayability and is very short in my opinion. Its scenery is undeniably beautiful, although not really that much better than Reach, yet for some reason Infinite makes my graphics card sound like a washing machine with a brick in it. The multiplayer is extremely fun, before you get tired of the 7 maps and as long as hit registration and aim assist are functioning. And it's only going to get better with what Forge will bring to custom games and what co-op will bring to campaign, whenever they get around to adding those. The Halo games from Bungie are what I grew up with, and I've managed to stay some of my favorite games of all time, from the time I was 6 all the way to now when I'm 22. I care about them. And seeing Infinite actually reel some interest back into the franchise by forgetting some of Halo's more 343 elements and reaching back towards its roots is exhilarating to see in real time. Love it or hate it, this is the next chapter of Halo's life. I want to experience all that it has to offer, all the goods, the bads, and the uglies, to hopefully help push Infinite towards becoming the ultimate Halo it was meant to be. So, you can expect next time 343 acts up that I'm gonna be here, on my soapbox, trying to make the game a better place.
No, I got the kill tack and then it overkilled. Alright, let's get it.
Nah, just kidding. You'll be catching me grinding hate clicks on YouTube instead to help the channel grow, baby. They could double all the store prices. I'd play it. They could uncore lock all the armors. I'd play it. They could force furries into every single one of my lobbies by putting a free cattail in the store, and I would still play it. Does that paint the picture? I have a problem. Help me. No matter what, I'm here for that sweet content.
Oh, fuck! Is this Revenge of the Sith? Please! No! We were so close! He's dragging us around like Thanos! Nice to meet you!
I am the last face you will ever.
That's very nice. Yeah, my name's John. No. Father!
55
years. Not bad, Morty.
Oh, come on. Interstellar already hit me with this shit. I can't take a second rounds. Wait, 𝐝𝐤𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬 beat my ass? This is me stuck out here? That's what happened? Alright. You know what happened to Harambe after he threw that child? Listen. All I gotta say is history repeats itself.
Please don't die. Please don't die.
Me when Halo Infinite is announced?
There's something you need to see, Chief.
There's something you need to see, cliche.
No. Not then. Not again. We need to run.
I need a weapon.
Damn it! They didn't change it?
It's enough.
No, we need to fight. Come on, 343. Missing your shots already.
Improvise. Close the door.
You don't get a nostalgia boner from me, okay? I am upset. Oh, great. Cutscene. Bro. Anger management classes. Meditation does wonders. Was that it? Let me back out, dude.
Hey, it's me, Soulstace. You know, the guy who made the video you just watched. I just wanted to say if you liked my content, maybe go check out my Patreon. I have editing tutorials and stuff over there, and it directly supports what I do, and I'd really appreciate it. I also have a second YouTube channel where I post my long, thick, raw, uncut thoughts from my streams if you're into multi-hour long content. Which reminds me, I stream on Twitch. I pick friends to play with from the Discord community, and I post live updates about my whereabouts and stream times on Twitter. Check those out to stay in the know about my next upload or game night. Also, please don't take the video too seriously. I made it to highlight some of my concerns with the game, but also to just have a good time and make an enjoyable, funny video. The campaign is cool, I look forward to the DLC, the weapon balance in Infinite is not bad, as long as they don't touch my sweet baby mangler. It isn't just ARs, and no, missing wildlife does not ruin the open world experience for me. I just think this game needed at least another year or two in the oven. I'm happy to have it to play now, but we're gonna waste a few years of its life getting it to actual launch quality. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, I assume so if you made it to this point. Subscribe down below would really mean the world to me, or a little like if you really enjoyed it and want to go the extra mile. And I hope to catch you in the next video. So, till then.